Chronicle Podcast. This is Samuel Lyon. I'm excited to be here once again, bringing in another in-studio episode. So, like I said, our collaboration with Cobham's Creation, the most impeccable studio here in the city of Calabar, has accepted to have us once again. And I'm so glad to continue this working relationship. And it's one of those ones where, for me as a creator, you always look forward to moments like this where you are like, what's going on? How can you be impactful and all? And I'm grateful for the management at Cobham's Creation for giving me this opportunity. And I'm going to bring Hello Media to the studio. So back for the next batch of conversation. I couldn't, looking at the guest list and wrapping up, and obviously Alex disturbing me as usual. I'm glad that we got to do this and talk about, starting off with a bang. We wanted to, give this second batch a new face. And if you look at Hello Media, the next coming weeks, you would see a lot of changes. You'll see additional shows added to the network. It's one of those proud moments for me. And the next guest on the podcast is one it was not on my bingo card for 2026. But as a creator, you don't say no when a content is given to you. And he might be controversial. He might be the person you might not want to see. But I'm grateful to bring Charles Ekong to the podcast. Welcome. How you doing?
I'm good.
All right, so Charles.
Boss.
I wanted to give you like a backstory of, we having this. So I would be remiss if I would come and pretend as if I don't know you, or I've not heard about you, or we've not been in spaces before. But this is the first time we are seated together trying to like wrap up anything.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
earlier the year, I had the current. By the time this gets out, he might already hand over the crown, Mr. Unical David, and we communicated on talking about everything that happened in Mr. and Mr. Unical 2025, and then we had the conversation, and I was able to put the podcast out, and obviously I understood the friendship you guys have, and I tried to highlight that, and out of almost an hour conversation, that was like the most impactful part of the conversation. I believe that was where you reached out to me a couple of months ago, talking about the fact that I was able to pull that off. We were able to, talk about it because I wanted to like get perspective from him, because obviously you know how friendship is in 2026. So we're able to get that out, and we kind of like made a pact. And yeah, I think we would definitely have to have this done one of those days, and we gave a time limit. But I'm grateful that we're able to do this now. And one of the first thing was for me, because doing this in this kind of level, it's always very easy to want to go with the noise and like the craziness and everything. And sometimes everything is being skewed, because at the end of the day, I'm not just Samuel Lyon, I am Samuel Ekong. So I have family, I have friends and everything. So there are some things you want to do, and how would someone else feel? Anybody can feel something. It's just all of those things. So in all I'm saying is, I would personally, for anybody watching or anybody listening, they would want to, for those that know and those that don't, who would you say is Charles Ekong?
You know what? Doing a solo episode at the Chronicle Podcast is so... Oh, you never know what to expect in the Chronicle Podcast. Wow. Drip and play. They sent us a gift. Wow. Elevate your look. Dominate the game. Let's see what they got for us. Our friends at Drip and Play always sending us things. Sorry for interrupting the episode, but we need to inform you that something great is happening here in the city of Calabar. They can send it to you nationwide, so don't worry about how am I going to get the thing. I love what people have. I love this look. What is this? Let's see what we have. Oh wow, this is something very unique. I like the details. If you're someone that loves something that is unique, this is for you. And I love how they know what I might like. I love this brand. They know what to do. This is incredible. What is this? Okay, this is for my sports people that love sports. The embroidery is not even embroidery, like it's done in it. And I know I'm interrupting your episode, but with all I'm trying to say, these are the kind of packages you get Tell them you are from Hello Media. Sam the Lion sent you the Chronicle Podcast, all the episodes you have here. So Drip and Play, their QR code for their WhatsApp, the QR code for their TikTok is available here. Their numbers are displayed here. I'm trying to get that ready. Please support Drip and Play. Go check them out. And they actually send it to you nationwide. Back to the episode.
Okay. Charles Ekong is a very straightforward, unapologetic, and intentional human being. I think those three words best define my kind of person. Straightforward, unapologetic, and intentional.
Because obviously as humans, we know how to miscue somebody or like misread all of that. When you say things like, when you define yourself and you use words like intentional and unapologetic, it's very easy to want to look at it and say, oh, is that not braggadocious from him? Is that not him trying to, So how do you deal with anyone that might see that or hear that and say, oh, is he giving himself an out on how to be quote unquote toxic and then go away because I'm unapologetic in 2026? So like because at the end of the day we are humans and emotions matters. How people see you or view you is important to us. And I know you might say I don't give.
Yeah, I understand.
So how do you deal with that kind of
personally, right? When I used to have people getting to talk about me or people perception about me rather, it doesn't have anything to like do with me. Like I don't let it come close. Right? So let's say it doesn't count, but obviously we are humans and some things are supposed to be valid and all of that. But I just feel like I used to say one thing to myself I used to say they don't know my story, they don't know where I'm coming from.
Okay.
Right. So I feel like I'm one person that I've carried myself with so much grace and right from childhood. I'm not talking about adolescent or where am I now. But so I feel like I'm very, very I will not say I'm proud of myself in general because I know of the work I've put into myself on my own. Right, that is not giving me a bragging right or something, but it's just an acknowledgement that sometimes I just reflect into it and be like, I deserve to be proud of myself. Right. So a lot of times I do not see them. I just feel like you can judge me from outside. You can have a different misconception of how I say a thing or something might sound, but I feel you're close to me, when you understand me, when you know my story, when you know me, trust me, you'll be the one saying and preaching this thing of all these things about me behind. I don't have to do the work. And that's how it has been.
Sometimes people get to ask me, why do you do this? Or what's the reason behind having the Chronicle podcast? And it's for the sole purpose of what we are about to do here in terms of like unpacking who you are and like giving people another like a real look at you and the journey, the experience. Because I give a tagline here on the Chronicle podcast, story overall. In terms of like perception is very a key thing. Image, reputation, legacy, those are the things that are very important to me. And that's what we try to do here. But like you talk about childhood story, you talk about stories and everything. Charles Ekong, the kid, like the family, could you take us through the journey of like your childhood, like who is Charles, like in that kind of setting? Because I think the major fabric of a man is the upbringing and the roots. So how would you talking to us and like sharing with you?
Alright, let me show you a little. Put you guys on a little. It's a whole journey, and of that. But I feel in one word, I've been one child that I had to navigate life on my own.
How many are you?
We are three.
Okay, so 3 boys or 2 boys?
2 boys and 1 girl.
Okay, are you the first?
Yes.
Okay.
Right, I had to navigate life on my own. Right, I was raised with a single mother.
Okay.
Right, at the time I was still in touch with my dad, but he was not with us. Maybe because of work, but I was raised just only by my mom physically, and she's always been the one I woke up to see. Yes, in Calabar. Right, so now she's late. So thank you. So, and the nature of my our work then requires her leaving the house very as early as 6 or 7. She was into food business and all, and getting to come back 8, 9, right? And I have just been there on my own, you understand? And at that time, my sibling just came in around when I was already 12. So I had to experience the whole childhood. This is something I had experienced for a long time. And I feel knowing God has really been one thing. Coming from a Christian family, right? And I also would love to give a big shout out to my grandmother. Like they say, grandchildren are always very close to their grandma. She holds a very special place in my heart. That's one person that has been like an inspiration to me while I was growing up, right? And one person that has installed the love of God and took me to that path. Because I used to say, I'm living in an answer prayer. The people might not understand, but understand what I'm talking about, right? The early night, the early stage, the early age, I had myself alone. I had to study alone. My mom is sound, but it's not literate enough as I would love it. Like I would love her to be. There's this kind of family that has structure, but you don't have all that, all rules and all of that. You understand? So I wanted this mom that would be overly intentional about education. I wanted to be there. I wanted to be doing that way. I have. My mom had this. She could do anything for education for us. Yeah. But I mean the follow up, like she would like, okay, I want you to attend this. I want to do master. Fine, okay. If she have the money, she would do it. But I wanted somebody. I attended extra morals and all of that because when I was growing, I was like this book smart kid and all of that. I wanted to really put myself out. This is I was very outspoken, right? But there's a friend I had then, right? His case was different. The mother, the grandmother at the time was a teacher.
Okay.
So you don't understand what I'm trying to say now. Yeah. So when she come back, the extra like this, they walked him through everything.
And you wanted to have something
I wanted something like that.
So independence has always been a thing for you.
Yes.
How far back did your mom? Sorry to ask this question, but how far back has your mom? Like your mom has been late for how long?
Like 2 years now. Last month made it 2 years.
Sorry once again. So where is your dad in all of this? Is he in the picture?
Yeah, he has always been in the picture, but from afar.
From afar.
Yeah, my dad is a drugs enforcement officer.
So your siblings?
My siblings are with my grandmother at the moment, and I'm still alone. And my junior brother is with my dad.
Okay.
Right. So my dad has been afar. The only time I get to talk to him is maybe midnight calls, 2 hours. Sometimes I have to see over what you want to be in future. But he was not there. Yeah, he's in my life. I just wanted to get that. He's in my life somehow at the moment. As at then, he was fully in my life, but as I'm now,
it's the classic Nigerian father.
You get
in this room. A lot of people can relate to that. Some people can relate to that in this room. But in the I really want people to understand like the fabric of like how, because public perception is very important to me, and it's how people are. Because I'm saying this based on the kind of person people say you are.
People. That's right.
TikTok do your thing, but like in the way that says, oh, Charles is this, Charles is that girl, is loud, oh, is that. So you want to understand like, okay, I understand, I get that's the personality we see. So, but like where all of this come from? Now hearing from you that you practically had to raise yourself, and you still have to be another sibling to your younger ones, and then you still have to like, and now your mom is dead, you have to be the mother, you're the father of them in the picture physically. So we are still trying to. Not only am I trying to raise myself, I'm trying to raise these ones too, and like literally build myself. And I'm like, I'm on my own. So it's one of those things that now. So when they say quite like, oh, he doesn't give up. I'm trying not to really use cause before Alex will kill me. But like, he's one of those things that I try to understand. Like sometimes it's because of this situation. Because I sit here, my mom has been late now for 7 years or so. And coming from a larger family I'm the last of 9 kids. You know, we lost my twin sister, and then we had to literally, and I was like the last one. I'm 26 year right now. The person I'm following directly is in his early 40s. So imagine the rest of the 7 what we're talking about here. So everybody's like, I mean, if you don't, you use everybody else to learn. So I don't have the classic, oh, you have your other brothers in the house, everybody has to like, you have to toughen up early. So sometimes when I see things like, oh, some lion, he knows how to kind of, I don't know, sometimes I wish to also have the normalcy. But you know that, oh, you just grew up different. So it's either you accept it and know how to move.
Yeah, that's it. And you know what's really crazy? Aside from having that, wanting that perfect family or parent that be very, very particular, they followed me, like I wanted to be gauged, like I'm monitored doing the right thing, like or the thing that interested me, like to turn all their energy towards it. I also wanted this family that I will have elder brothers. I wanted to be like the situation now.
Yeah.
I wanted to I used to wish, okay, let me have this family of 4. Then I'm the last boy. It should be all boys, so I could like have people to fall back to and all those things and all of that. And growing, I know, was really into this fashion thing and all those. Maybe it was more like, oh, I'll be getting if I want to go for an event now, like go coming Korea, at least let me think of buying jeans and trousers, not with shoe again. At least my brother will have shoe and all of that. But then again, I wanted to have my family. Like family was a very big thing. It was a main thing I wanted. I wanted family. I wanted to feel. I wanted to be in family, like the whole thing. But it was not there, and I had to move on. Now, when I say coming from, people don't understand where I'm coming from, right? So because this thing was not there, and I was not a very, like I said, my self-esteem was on 100.
All right.
Like I was something that you don't need to tell me who I am. It was not pride. People that knows me know it's not pride. And he helped me walk into rooms at the early stage that even my senior people that were already doing work did not find longer really wanted to be in this space, but they could not. Right? So seeing that kind of trait from a younger person growing up really attracted a lot of investment, a lot of opportunity for me. And that made me, I'm one person who's very big on friendship and relationship.
Because you pursuing something you didn't know how.
Exactly, you're getting me now. So I now channel the energy outside. And I was not, maybe because this loud thing they're saying now is because I was never integrated.
And I don't want you to feel like, oh, I'm saying that these are public perception of a guest. Obviously, I have to do my research.
Okay.
You know, right? Shall stop this.
so I feel you.
And it's because sometimes we always we just sleep on the bed of negativity.
Yeah, I feel
I'm about to say one of the positive, like I heard, because also you hear both sides. One of your friends, in fact your best friend, he said something of like Charles has like there's a way Charles let me say it in his words. Charles takes his friendship and relationship serious.
Okay.
He doesn't do it the traditional way where because you are the person that would know that you have something you are doing. You told me I'm going to go there by 8. Charles will make sure that you leave there 2 hours before time. Charles always involved.
Exactly.
Like you are out there, he's calling. He's always hands on.
Yeah.
And sometimes you do something that you don't really find, and some people find that too much.
Yeah.
So this unapologetic aspect of you when you talk about defining yourself, your best friend like he's always very hands on. We've had that he said, according to him, he's had more fights and more like serious quarrel with you than any other person. But he's learned so much from the same person. So it's one of these things where you now ask question, which side of Charles did this other person experience? Because a lot of people experience a lot of part of you.
I feel I get you, and I love the fact you're saying, coming from a very close friend and best friend, like you said, that person is at liberty to do be better, right? So people might get, like you said, right? I've not had a conversation with you before now, but I've seen you at events. I've seen you, and one person that is very good. I have a very strong instinct, and my friends will tell me I would have studied political science. I'm very, very good on investigating matter. Right. These are my friend. I'm like, Alpha, do you know this person? Like, and there's no how I'll not have clue. Not because I'm friends with this person, but it's not only that I had interest in. I'm just very active. That very active person.
Yeah.
Do you get? Yeah, I'm very observant. So I'm one person that no matter the situation, I am not fast at judging a book by its cover. Except maybe we had an encounter directly or indirectly. But if it was directly, well, it will give me it will give me an insight to the kind of person you are, because I'll get to experience you in my space and all of that. It was indirectly, I will try to understand the situation, but before maybe I could have a say. But I feel in the world now, people have their own circle, people have their own clique, and some people are very, yeah, and sometimes they do it very unhealthily. That in that I'm a friend, like you said, but like I think Kelvin was the one telling you about this thing, right? The only friend I know you have opportunity you spoke with about me. Okay,
and we've added on the show.
Okay, so I feel like even the same person, right? Whenever it goes wrong, I tell my friend, I am not in trouble of this thing.
Yeah.
So now sometimes I know of unhealthy circle, that even when your friend is wrong, you want to take side.
Yes.
And you want to totally condemn or stain this person. That's how crazy it is. And I feel that's not a smart thing to do. And all of that. So you could see me and be like, maybe you saw me. Let me see, most of the time you see me outside for real is when I'm attending events. And you saying loud doesn't sit well with me. Some people say you're not the mirror, people are watching you. I used to say fuck it, sorry.
You can do whatever you want to do here.
Because I know I'm one person that I'm very, very self-aware. Like,
so you don't view yourself as loud?
I feel like when I saw the podcast thing with David, I told him loud in a good way. They said somebody can say, you are, what's the word? You are not cooperative. You can come in a bad. There's always a bright side of something. Do you get?
Let me put this in a way I feel somebody watching and listening might take something out of this.
Mm-hmm.
What is the biggest perception about you that is not true?
Okay. The one I've heard from a friend, I don't have people say a lot of things, but not to my face, so I don't get to know.
Nobody says anything to you.
Yeah, so from my friend,
the ones you heard.
Just one I've heard is me being loud.
Okay, so I'm not wrong in saying this.
No, it came from the same person that told you.
You are saying the same person as if I have one person that told me. We research on this. I don't just.
So you have multiple persons that have told you this?
Yes. Okay, some lion said Charles is loud.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I am not loud. Right.
That is why that's why it's an opinion.
Okay. I will not say I'm loud. Right. And that's what I'm trying to explain to you. Right. That.
But why do you feel most people have this about you?
Now I'm going to answer, but I don't want to answer that in the perspective of most people. Let me answer in the perspective of you saying my friend said, because they don't exist. Because if I come and say it to my friend, if you're not in my space to witness, why are you so sure going ahead to even tell another person that Charles is loud?
Do you feel your confidence? Like, because you obviously, truth is, you have a lot of self-confidence. Okay. And from what the story you've shared about the family and upbringing and everything, you literally have to do everything by yourself. So, I mean, why the fuck wouldn't you, Alex, I'm sorry, but why wouldn't you have that confidence in you? But do you think you at this point, it seems like you've literally crossed confidence into the other lane? That
no, I have not. I've not. For you, trust me, I've not. I've not. Let me not go too far, right? If people say I am loud, I'll take it as maybe when they see me at an event, because that's the time you get to experience me.
Yes.
Right? My social media platform doesn't scream loud. Right? I have a niche in fashion modeling that I'm trying to view, and maybe if you come to my page, those kind of cool fashion videos and that I'm trying to put up out there. So when you see me at an event, right? If you see me at an event, it's more like I come out from my friend full time, and you don't see me in places where I'm not invited.
Okay.
But so you see me come out for somebody, I am everywhere for that person. Right? So some people talking about this now, I'm just recalling a situation I had from the last event I attended. I don't want to say it in case the person gets to watch this video, because I saw you, your full glory and your element, and what you were trying to do. The first edition of Elite Glam Nigeria had a contestant there, right? And some group of person came in, they also had a contestant, but different from mine. And this is me just outwardly being happy. I can stand on the chair for my friend to cheer you, to support you. I come out. So first, it doesn't have anything to do with you.
Okay.
But now people find it as
Why?
I can still remember that day. I was sharing my contest, and somebody was like, go do small. So it was not, and I don't do that thing because I don't see your contestant. I don't see your. Maybe I know you're coming for this person, but if this your person is doing well, I'll be like, okay, this is good. I love it. I can stand up and applaud. Do you get like? For people like I don't know. Sometimes life is very very unhealthy. Life already has exposed to a lot of unhealthy situation. And a lot, but I don't allow it get to me because I feel like you don't know me. You might see me doing that and you have a different this thing, I'm overdoing. No, this is Charles. I'm just happy.
Do you think you have mastered the act of feeding into those narratives? Because things like understanding that, you said I was at the event. That was in October, right? I was at the event. A lot of people, we went to support a lot of people.
Yeah.
Right? I never went to support a lot of people at that time. And you know for sure that when you shout and when you are too elated and everything, people definitely know. There you go, Charles again, showing that.
No. That I think that's not the vibe.
If you feel that you doing that might literally, feed into that narrative, do you think you should be cutting down on some of the way? Because I don't think that's you down on yourself, like, I'm going to pretend to make everybody for resting.
Now that's the point. I said I'm very, very unapologetic. This is me. I am very much self-aware.
But do you think you are petty?
Yeah, I can be if I want to, but it's a trait I try to keep aside. I can be a whole lot of things. I can be good, I can be bad, I can be crazy.
Just like everyone else.
Exactly.
But it's always how when it comes to Charles, it's like a whole lot.
Yes.
It seems as if you are not supposed to.
Exactly. It's not supposed to exist. It's not supposed to live my life.
How does that affect you?
Trust me, it doesn't. Sometimes it can. It doesn't. That's why I say you people don't know where I'm coming from. You don't know at the very least age, I used to pray. This was my prayer point. I want them to also pray so that maybe God will, So as a practical, at a very early, let me say 6-7 years, I don't know how it happened. I live my life with so much. That's what I used to say. Because sometimes I do something that I don't know. I'll be like, what motivated me to do it? I don't have a mom or father physical to let me do this thing. I always pray to God for the gift of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Okay. That was my prayer point throughout my childhood. And I'm not going to lie. I'm living in answer prayer. Because when I used to sit and look at myself, the kind of idea, the kind of understanding I have towards things, and it's just crazy. But I know this way in the room, so when I was growing, nobody was there. I was not exposed to the world.
Yes.
And this was me. I remember a moment that I that was still in nursery school. I'm not even joking. I'll come and I'm a practical Christian. I'm a proud chorister. I've been there prayer band for my church. I used to I'm a apostolic boy. If you know apostolic, if you're fully up,
okay, so
you
Charles, there's a lot of factors that we think your fabric.
So I've had that stage, I have the opportunity, right? So I know myself. I'm very, very self-aware, and sometimes I'm always living in my head. Like something I have to navigate life on my own.
Yeah.
But and do you know what's crazy? I have good numbers of friends.
Yes.
But 90% of the time, these people tend to come to me to help, to share ideas. I solve their problem basically. Okay. It's always the frequency of them coming. But and because I'm always lively, I'm always that chance of that, and I will attend to everybody. I will show up, even if I have to walking around the whole city of Calabar to attend to all of you guys. I will.
Okay.
Even when I'm going through my own ship, I don't let them break me. I don't know why, because I'm always re-strategizing. I'm always living in my head 24 hours. Then the little time I maybe feel overwhelmed, that's the word, and I want to find someone to into all of that. Sometimes I want to start making that approach, and this person is already having a crisis, so something I have to fall back to myself to navigate myself out of that thing. I don't have a mother to share with. Do you get? So and these have put my life in a structure. And I feel like all the little wins, the small one I have, all the platform I've been to,
that's yours.
Right, and with the help of God. So it's crazy, but that is what it is. So it takes so much from anybody to maybe want to talk me down or make me know. And I have people I listen to, right? I'm very, very sensitive. I know when you are coming with hate.
Okay.
I know when you are. I have a lot of persons I respect, but people don't know. I respect a lot of persons, and it's very crazy. Even at my peer group, right? Most of my friends are people that seniors me for 2, 3, 4, 5 years. And I'm not even joking. These people even look up to me for advice, for help, for planning, for that. I am not joking. So now, me, yeah, I think most of the people I even go for advice or people that look at me from afar, seeing from the aspect of potential. Not, I don't know these people, and they come, oh, I see what you're doing well of that, and this. Those are the people sometimes I was like, listen, I'm done, can I talk with you? And so maybe sometimes people, my friends might not even know that these people exist or have this kind of stuff.
So you have mentors,
yes, I do.
seek mentors and everything because you are constantly
100%. I mean, people that will come and tell me, take that post down. I'm taking it down. No time.
All right, so
to go back.
I want you to understand that this is not me trying to, because I really, really want people to see. I personally want to get to know you.
Okay.
And want anybody watching and listening to also get to know, because already the narrative is out and people were like, oh, this, because from the way we started, I really pushed their acting. Oh, you know this, you know you are controversial, you are this. So let's get to know the fabric and everything. You are independent, you raise yourself by yourself, you are doing everything by yourself.
Yeah.
And questions like, oh, how do you recharge, or how do you, because when you are constantly being the one giving yourself away, how do you get yourself back? Hearing you say, oh, I personally seek out for mentors. I personally see.
And just be, I stay happy. Just try to stay happy.
Okay.
Maybe that's part of, you see me at an event overly happy. That's like part of
you
like,
just try to use outlets to get your
events and very lively and all.
But in terms of like school and business, I know you deal with clothes.
Yeah.
So can you tell a little bit about the business side of things?
Alright. Let me start with the school. I'm still very much an undergraduate.
Okay.
Right. And for business, right?
So undergraduate, which department?
Business education.
Okay, so it relates really well to
my line of
to the business side of
So I'm a full-time entrepreneur. I love business.
Okay.
Right. I love business. I used to have crazy ass idea and all of that. And currently I'm into male clothing.
Okay.
Right, because I'm one person that loves fashion and all of that. And I think it started from the main niche for now. It has bigger vision and all of that, but the main niche for now is men's underwear.
Okay.
So basically the boxer, the singlet, and all of that. But I still do other male clothing and all of that. So the dream is to own a brand in the future, maybe a boutique. So I'm a very versatile.
Because I've known that you've been in that business for a while.
For a while, yeah.
So I think we'll get to put your WhatsApp number in the description of the video.
Right,
so anybody can reach out if you need, you're allowed to get.
Yeah, and to conclude it too, I am a pageant enthusiast, right?
And that's one of the things we need to break down here, because they will be seeing a whole lot of you here on Hello Media.
Subsequently, yeah.
So if you were to give us a sneak peek to what, because maybe before this gets out, you would already be plastered all over. But so this might be you. This is me literally saying it. Okay, so you reached out and gave pushed the proposal of wanting to be a part of what we do here at Hello Media, because I'm bringing a show here for the net for YouTube. Yeah. And could you share a little bit about why and what the show is all about and what they can expect?
All right. So the show is all about, the niche is pageantry in general, and the official name for it is Crown Talk. Right. So it's a platform where we get to talk about pageantry as a whole, look into the deeper view into the world of pageantry for pageant lovers, fans, king and queen. It's going to be entertaining. We're going to be doing a lot of things, seriously. We're doing a lot of things.
He's doing a lot of PR again, and I don't like it. Charles, will you tell these people how you were able to get to talk to me? Because truth be told, I don't want no smoke coming from Charles. Like, I'm always like, Charles, please keep Charles over there. And but I received a message from your best friend, David Charles.
Okay, yeah.
David Charles, imagine. Yes, David Charles.
David Charles, I mean. My right hand man.
So David Kelvin reached out to me. I'm like, oh, so Charles has already wants to share with you. Can I give him your number? Would you be able? I would be open for a conversation. I'm like, Charles. I'm like, that was the I'm like, oh, I'm shocked. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm cool with it. And then you came in all like,
power pack.
So man, I'm like, I mean, come on, because already this is me. I'm like, Charles, like you text this professionally, like, because I'm expecting to be messy as usual. Like, what we used to hear. And then you're like, okay, so this is what I think. I don't know if would be home for a phone call or should I text the idea? I'm like, no, send it. And then you drop me PDF.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, I think this is serious. And I believe I was with Alex. I was like, somebody wants to. And I was like, oh my God. And we just, went through it and everything. I thought we were on a phone call. And I need to say, wasted for 2 weeks straight, no rest. Every single day, Charles is calling, okay, so do you think we need to put a change on this one? Okay, do you think we need to flip this? And that's the side that doesn't go around. That's the side nobody even want to, like, they don't even want to. So, like, me.
Sometimes they know, just want to like play deaf around the whole thing.
Charles are trying to be messy. It's still more like, it's the way of like, because I was more focused on like, why do you want to do this? Why is this so important to you? And for anybody that will be checking out the show Crown Talk with Charles, we'll be on Hello Media, we'll be going out every week. We'll try to bring out episodes for you. But like to really go into the fabric of the show, why did you see the need to want to do the show and why did you choose us?
All right. So the need, I have always been a pageant lover.
Okay.
Right? I've always been this strong. I started pageantry quite early during my days of nursery school and all of that. I just know I love this, something I love doing, and I was good at doing naturally. Not only being on the stage and prepping, wanting to be a pageant king and all of that. I was also very skilled and creative with working with people, training contestants, which I've been doing over the years. And these are gentlemen that have been doing very well and going on the stage, winning various titles and crowns for themselves. So, and I just something I love doing. And sometimes I used to have crazy idea about it. And few friends that are around me will be like, Charles, you're really good in this. And I feel you should like do this. There's a random guy I used to meet at, not so random, but I'll be at the event, like, anytime I'm coming for an event and you're coming to some point, the person must win.
Yeah.
Kind of that. Sometimes on my own, not for fun. Okay, rather not for like the whole passion thing about it, but for fun, I'll just be there on my phone. I'm following up a contest. I'll doing the whole prediction thing on my status, and people will be watching, following, giving me a suggestion, all of that. At the end of the day, I used to have strong prediction too.
Yes.
Right, and my prediction comes to life and all of that, and it's just one thing I love doing naturally. Something you learn how to do. It's something that is just you. I think this is a part of me I really want to focus on from few friends and advice I've taken. So I decided to take this bold step for Crown Talk. I've been having another crazy idea for the pageant world at large, but I did not just see the need. I was like, I will just store them. Okay. Just feeling. But now I want to do something meaningful. I want to do something impactful.
So this is you saying you're bringing Crown Talk to Hello Media.
Yeah.
So
Live and direct.
Yeah. So obviously this is a very personal episode to meet you because obviously you being part of this and seeing how we could be pushing the content out and still looking at other things. And I think for like the more important this thing, I would be remiss if I will have a first sit down with you and don't get to ask this. So a couple of months ago,
Okay.
a crazy scenario happened, and obviously to be out of respect, we won't obviously from talking with Alex, the producer, and everything ready. We won't want name drops.
Mm-hmm.
We won't want this thing. I feel it's still part of this thing because I won't sit here and not want to like ask from your own POV. There was a situation that happened a couple of months ago that I would say would involve someone that I would say is a friend, and I didn't see me coming to sit with you to have a conversation and not get to ask about in your own words what you felt was your own truth, giving me your own truth in your own POV without name dropping and everything. It's your opportunity to say because I feel should be told. I heard from one side, and when you reached out saying you wanted to be a part of this, wanting to do something for DQT, my first concern to you immediately was like, oh, I see the passion, I see what you are trying to do, and I literally appreciate it and all, but I'm concerned because at the end of the day, Samuel Lion is something that we're trying to build. But at the end of the day, we have somebody there. it's somebody's friend, it's somebody's brother, so I have to also take care of that side. And I was so concerned about wanting to ask you your what direction, but like, I don't want to get that on call. Can you give me your tip? So, Charles, I think this opportunity next week break this down. What happened?
Okay. Well, I'll say, so obviously it's all in the past already, but we've seen that. By reflecting on that, I would say it was a crazy situation and a tight one, right? The person involved was a friend as well, and all of that. And let's say, let me put it this way. I'm one person that is very, very observant of things. And a lot of times, like you said, people, like you're already saying that sometimes people might see my nature of being unapologetic, getting out of hand or being cocky and all of that. Sometimes I don't just want to like be calling you to order all the time. I can just see something and be like, this thing is bad. And I really immediately want to like, I've addressed it in my head and know how to like follow it up and all of that. Right. But in this person case, that is me naturally because of I study people differently, how you be able to handle things and all of that. But in this person case, right, it was different, right, from afar. I studied him and all of that. And even when I started, I was like, it was becoming too much, right? And I started talking out to the person, be like, I don't like this thing you are doing. I don't like this thing you're doing. I don't like this thing you're doing. I'll just give him space to say his thing. I love that, I love that, I love that. Then few times I said, speaking up, I'd be like, you just come, maybe this person is also like, oh, yes, something, I'll just come bash into your email. I love that, but it's very audacious. Okay. And be like, rant and all of that. And I just feel like, don't you feel like there's a need for you to calm down, maybe hear from, just say something and be like, you're jumping. That was one of the things that one character he had that was not so nice. And I feel like doing better for him, so he has to like really drop on that and get to like feel and know other person like perspective, not just so fast. This is a matter of friendship. Okay. Whatever you hear outside, you get to hear from your friend. This mantra I live with, right? I used to say to my friends that you are my friend. Right? I believe that it's supposed to be honest, loyal, and all of that with yourself. So the situation might happen, and I come to meet you as my friend. What happened? You are at liberty to tell me the truth because we are friends. Yeah. No hiding anything. And when I get to see myself outside, I don't know. Now, like I said, I'm very, very into the whole friendship thing. I'm standing with you on that truth. That is the thing you told me is the same thing I'm going to say out there. Yeah. So that's why I'm always particular about building healthy relationship. Tell me the way it is. Do you get? But see, in his own case, it was not that way. You just rather come and rant and all of that. And few times he has done that thing and I just overlook. I just let him be in his all and all of that. I started speaking up. When I started speaking up, for more than 3 times towards this incident, right? I started speaking up, and in my DM, like it was mostly in my DM. Like when I started speaking up, I was saying, I don't like this thing you're doing, and there's one thing I hate, and he likes. He doesn't listen. I tell you, don't stop calling me a liar. Don't call when I'm telling you, don't tell me I'm lying. People have their own red flag or something you're not supposed to do at all with them that they cannot take it. Don't call me lie. Because I'm not saying I'm a perfect human being, but I feel like on normal day to day, what do I have to come and lie about? And that's very straightforward person. Yeah, when you come and you're like, how? I'm trying to get myself to explain something like you're lying. But it's always crazy by dealing with that. I used to like tell all my friends knows that. Right? And this is one person that and that period was like the only friend that was giving me headache. Like headache, right? And a few times I was like talking about the whole thing, right? I started when you talk like that, I don't just want to ignore and say, I'll just say 1 or 2 things. Addressing the issue. You will go back to the person that you heard something from and coming back, oh, Charles, I'm sorry. You would have said this thing. I'm not saying 1 time, I'm not saying 2 times, I'm not saying 3 times. That's how it has been. You will come back, oh, I'm sorry, you would have spoken. I say, because I'm not speaking doesn't mean that I'm guilty or I don't know what is going on or something like that. But that was just one that problem. I want a person that protect my peace so much. Okay. Right. I just want all those up and front and all of that. So I don't like having issue with my friends. That's another crazy thing. Let's be that okay, I'm having issue with people outside and people maybe are the ones let me stop or continue, but not with you people. I feel like my safe space because like I told you, at the book, I don't even have the kind of family I was with. My friends and my family.
Yeah.
Did you get? So on 3 occasions, this thing happened. But prior to the main incident that brought about the whole thing and how it ended was a very simple, so I say very simple, there was nothing there in the situation at the time, right? This doesn't reach out to me. We are both doing the same kind of line of business and all of that. And the crazy part is that I had this idea way back 2023, but I was not in a place to like start and all of that. So I traveled. That was, I think last year I traveled. I came back June and we were together, all this and all of that. So when I came back, it was like he's starting up this business and all of that.
That's the business, that's the clothing business.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, okay. It was like, okay, there's already even other goods and all of that. I was like, fine, right? I was the one that gave you. I gave out. I'm one person that gives enough time into planning. Love. I like attaining perfection, even though nobody's perfect. You get. So I did not start this thing yet, but I had about 4 wholesalers group in Calabar, Aba, on this. Anyone I could get or come across, I had them already on my phone, but the business was not bet yet. So when you wanted to do it at the time, I was like, oh yeah, now take this. I gave him the vendor number. He's even currently still running the business with.
Okay.
Right. The sky is large for us to survive and win. I don't like all those competition and all of that. And like I told you, from the beginning, I was supposed to be underwear and all of that. I gave it to this person. I never had anything in mind, because why I'm saying this is because this thing came out from something, still this line of something.
Okay.
So I gave this number to this person. He started doing business and all of that. And we were happy because in my own mind, I was supposed to do my own 2 weeks after. Okay, let's do business together, you understand? So that was supposed to be healthy thing and stuff like that. And I remember when he started this business, I could not buy because it's my friend, I'm supposed to patronize all of that. But I gave it out to a friend. I referred a friend bought about 2 pieces from him, and that was my part of contribution, apart from posting and publicity I gave to him and all of that. You get. So coming to I started my business, right? Yeah. And I did a video for people to post and all of that. It took this person so much to post my own video.
Did you reach out?
Yes, I reached out. Personally, I would not want to, but like I basically had to, because okay, he's my friend. Like you owe me that lawyer because I've done it for you and all of that. But I don't like telling people what to do. You get that? Sometimes I just have to be quiet because I am very intentional. Trust me when I say I stand on that word. I don't expect everybody to be. You get, so sometimes I have to like, okay, I have to like shake out a little. I told him playfully, seriously. I think at the end of the day, he did not steal. I moved past that.
You did not react.
It did, because I was already. This is like that week did not. The following week, it was just I don't have to like rest because okay, now I observed it. You did not do it. I'm talking to you about it playfully, seriously. You not still doing it. I'm not supposed to like, you understand? I'd be like, I just saw to the bright side, you understand? Let's just do the business and all of that. And because of the long run, we're doing business and all of that. And sometimes you reach out to me, when you see me post about that thing, does this vendor have this thing? And all of that? I say, yeah, he has this thing. This is my personal vendor that I didn't, this was not the one I gave the number. You should reach out to me and be like, okay, this is where it's located. Go there and get this stuff. Do your business. And funny how this person had larger audience, right? That is more influential on TikTok, on social media. So you get it. He's very, very social. Yeah, so I'm selectively social, right? He has a lot of, or I know, which I knew of, right? So he has a lot of community for the business and all of that. But I never see it as anything to me. You understand? It was nothing. You get, so even at the time, I could sell like 2 of my underwears in a week or within 2 weeks. I'm okay. I was not jealous. I was happy we was doing well because, come on, I know your story somehow. It's not as if you are already there. We are still struggling. So, like, let's do this thing together, all of that. No need for unhealthy environment and all of that. So, that was what it was. You get. So, after the whole thing, sometimes he started selling underwear. But he started selling underwear, which was not supposed to be that was not his main niche at the time. Okay. I was supposed to have an issue with that.
He entered your niche.
Yes, somehow.
Without even saying anything to you.
I feel it doesn't hold me any explanation. That is how I see my things. Business is business. And do you know what's crazy? I think I was thinking about that publicity something when I started my own.
Because I'm picking the truth is, I'm trying to
Big points
things.
and all of that. I
The
get
point
you.
here is time without number. You are the one being obsessed and everything, and it feels like when it comes to showing up for you, it's not a thing. Could you?
Maybe it was not on the same frequency or
It's not
something.
and another thing I'm saying too is you are not even being vocal about it.
No, I used to.
Do you
I
used
like
to?
I-
Do you
yeah,
text?
that's
Do
just-
you call? Do
That's
you
what
tell
I'm
like I'm
telling
not?
you. No, like the one that was supposed to be more like an issue. I started a business, and everyone I expected to, that are my friends, posted they were engaging and all of that.
But because
And you know, and I reached out to you get. But when I started selling books, I did not feel like I felt like it's still business.
Okay.
You get even it was crazy as it sold way below the price I sold. But I did not have an issue because I knew that this is my own market price.
Did you feel like there was okay? Do you feel like he was intentionally trying to?
I did not even see it. I did not try to like sugarcoat. I did not even put it in that way.
And you.
I was cool with it because, like I said, you have your own audience. I have my own audience. This is somebody that is in Calabar, has been booked out to Lagos. So I'm talking about somebody that was that. He had grace in it.
So how did we get to where we got?
So I'm coming. So it was this particular day I posted something.
Yes.
Right, I posted something and he was like, he wants to. I think it was some I think that's the main thing. And it was like, how much is this stuff? Right, and I'd be like, it is I think there was something that happened before this. I don't want to miss out on any part, right?
Yeah, okay.
That I come to a realization that we are not in a business together. Like it's not the way I saw it, right? That we are friends, we're supposed to do it together. And all that. Sometimes this person gets since underwear is my kind of my specialty. I have a particular vendor that sells all types of underwears. Started doing it. Sometimes he failed to even deliver to these persons, and at time they will call me. Maybe I would have been sleeping. I reached out to bed, I reached out to and this. It was your friend, and it was also and I cannot get it. I'd be like, oh, okay, do you have this? Oh, all right, I have it. They were like, oh, this is the price you told me. I said, no, that's not how I sell my oil. Like, okay, how much is it? I'm going to pay you. Give me. So even when she would have like just half a guy, half a person won't buy this and give me, make an ad, be myself. There was nothing like that. But I took you back from time. I had posted, I had supported him in his own.
Where in this part would you pull the plug and be like, if it's this is how?
And that's where I was going to. So there was a point everything was done on me that, or more, this thing is I'm doing too much.
You have been to it's borderline been taken advantage of.
And though I don't like giving people that glory. Yes, I do not really want to see that, but that is what it is. I was like, I should not. We are still cool, but I'm not going to be like. Basically, because of the business, we're supposed to be. That's how I saw it. We are like doing business together and go, but it's not coming in that way. So why don't you do it your own way? Let me do it my own way. I came to that agreement with myself. So I've not get to like overthink. I hate overthinking. I don't like overthinking. You understand? Let's be peaceful. So this particular incident happened on a particular day. The person reached out to me. I was like, I want to get a vendor's number. Okay, he said, how much is this jacket? I need a jacket. And I was like, this is the price. I was like, this is the price. And the person was like, you are lying. Again.
That trigger, you'll be caught
It
lying.
was crazy.
Lying.
And I was like, I am lying. How? As if in the previous dealing, I'm going to be the one to get the money from you to go and buy from the person. I'm just going to direct you to where you get the thing. I've never gotten involved in your business. You only come and ask me, I direct you. So it was crazy. Where is the old lighting coming from? Immediately I told him like that was the day I don't like this rubbish. So I talked and I was still cool. I was not trying to be calm about the situation. Upon telling I was lying, I started on screenshot. I was still being accounted. I was still being involved. I screenshot from my WhatsApp group. I sent to him. After telling him I don't like this, I sent to him. I thought he was not like, okay, maybe I feel somebody would say, where is it located? Let me go and get it. See, it was not like that I should give him the number, all of that. That was not where I'm like, okay, we are still here again. This is where like the business thing came in again and the whole flash of everything. And I was not very vocal about it with him there and then. That how was my word? I feel like I told him I wouldn't have, if it was left to maybe me or me wanting to be this kind of person, I wouldn't have given you this number. Right? Because the last one I gave to you, you're not showing you're not very appreciative about it. You're supposed to do business together. But I just held my mind there and then to him. And after he was not like picking offense, like which one be I not appreciate and all of that, doing his thing, like come on his team, you understand? I said, I did that thing all. I still sent the number. Right. It was like, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to ask another person, but he left. Right. And I just felt like, okay, it's normal him. Like, I've gotten to know him. Maybe I don't have to like push. He's still going to like come back. For first, like, I appeased to myself. I told you what I was supposed to tell you. Like, now that I'm already talking. Because normally I was just like, wave it, give you the number, and see what you should do. Right. So, later that day, I think I had one very close person from me say he saw him at somewhere, and the person was complaining to the person about reporting me.
What you did.
Yes. And I was like, did he even get to that point? And I think the next day, upon that person told me, reached out to me in the night. That was when I realized that this person blocked me. I'd be like, where did they even get to this one? Like, even with the old you repeating your same you and me dealing with it and having to talk to you about it, I still gave you these things to ask for. Like, what is this one? I was pissed, and immediately I told myself that he's going to unblock me. And I'm one person that don't like blocking my friends or blocking people to about block. And I wasn't like, you're going to. I was rest assured that I was convinced with him that he's going to unblock me. And when you unblock, that's when I'm going to unblock. I don't have an issue with you, even with everything you pull. I still pull through it, so I give the number. I'm going to block him, delete his number, and let's it go. Do you get? And before the actual incident that I posted what I posted, right, I reached out to a very close person of his, and the person we talked to, and the person was like, the person sent me half screenshot to you get, and it wasn't like, I don't know, this is what happened. I was on my phone, they had to show the person was like, if this is what he did, it's really bad. Like, I mean, so one of the person he went and confided in, and it's really close to him.
And this was just still blocked. Were you?
Yeah. So I told this person, I was like, I feel you, I understand you, and if you want this friendship to, this is the exact code of the person, if you want the friendship to continue, I can come in and talk with you guys. But if you don't want, you have all reasons to just let it go and be on your own and all of that. Right. And I was just chill. Right. And moving forward to the main day that after this one, he went ahead and was like telling people about me. I was like, it was crazy because I feel like, what is this boy problem? And like I told you, I'm always in my head all the time, navigating, thinking, strategizing, surviving, and all of that. I don't like this. Rather, I don't like problems.
All of this.
No.
Now being reported to.
No.
He was reporting you.
Yeah, like I was trying to understand what is really going on. I feel like you have blocked me. Even after everything I gave you the number, you still blocked me. You would have moved on.
Charles, you can't reach this person. You have been blocked. Now you're hearing things.
From
what did you do next?
What I did, right? I was surprised to start with because I did not even expect it to be like, it was not.
But this is the situation at hand. Yes. I just want to get your mindset at that
time.
So
my mindset at that time, right? Fair. I'm not going to all amount of honesty right now, right? It was messing with me, right? It was messing with me, and the act I did was the one thing that has always been in my head when I was trying to do that. When I was trying to think about the situation, not because I had access to that, but because I don't know what was the problem. I feel like, just leave me. I'm not, you offended me.
Charles, I want to address that you got angry.
Yes.
Because I want to put a bet to it.
Okay.
This was you out of anger doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, it was out of anger.
That's all I needed.
Okay.
But I just need you to take me to the journey, and I've heard that. And to end this with you, I'm going to ask, because this is the one question that I had to put down just to ask this, and you end this with me. What is the biggest lesson you've learned about this whole craziness? Because I talked to you about this whole thing before we got here. I was like, were you able to learn anything? You acknowledge, would you be able to look to this camera and say you acknowledge that what you did was wrong?
Yeah.
But at that time, it was acted because of all the patterns.
My emotion and all of that, yeah. Yes.
And the truth is that you're the only one that, okay, maybe other people have, but like you had, I don't know how you got to whatever you got and what that happened, but for those that know, they know. No need to go into it and everything. I just want to are you cool with the person right now?
Yeah, I feel like already, like taking you back from what I was saying. We have not communicated. I feel like it's fine that way.
People have never discussed about it.
Yes,
since the incident happened.
Yes, and I think everybody's cool with it. Like I said, the friendship was already summer, so I was on the verge of giving up.
Do you people acknowledge that?
No, and it's okay that way. Maybe let's say friendship that falling out of friendship.
So what did you learn out of all of this?
I learned a lot, right? But one thing I would say is unhealthy relationship is not it's not a good thing somebody should condone. Condone your friend excesses. I talked to I tried that was on that incident that made me always want to communicate always. Like I'll tell you that every step ahead.
Because what you did was wrong.
Right, so that you know, so it will not get me to that space that I want to do what I did because I regretted the action afterwards, right? Even though and it was anger, it was my emotion, and I just try to like any friendship that I feel is toxic, I just talk to you if you cannot be.
Because no matter what, I believe as a human being, he did not deserve what you did. But we've come to a place where you can openly acknowledge.
Yeah.
One of the reasons why I really wanted this conversation to be had on record was to literally let you say what you told me. Because the part of it, I acknowledge that was wrong, but I did that because of the decision at that time. And I wanted to know about that. So I get that. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for coming on the show. And we'll be seeing Charles here on the channel often because of the show Crown Talk with Charles. And from we at Hello Media, shout out to Cobam's Creation. We say thank you for joining us on this episode, and obviously look forward to the next one coming up. Thank you so much for joining us. I really do appreciate you.